Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
The action has already started. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be.
Well, if the pre-game rhetoric is anything to go by, Peter, there's going to be a lot of strong stuff on show here. However it goes, we're in for something special.
Now it's Oyarzabal. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that. But I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it quite safe and simple.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Fagioli. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Son Heung-min. And here's Oyarzabal. He's being urged to shoot. He has found the way through. Now the ball in. Donnarumma claims it, safe hands. Opts for safety. Akanji.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Now it's Oyarzabal. And Caicedo. And it's Caicedo. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. And it's Caicedo. And it's Fagioli. And he was quick to react. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Fagioli. Shapes to... and another try! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Mikel Oyarzabal is second in the league scoring charts. They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And here's Oyarzabal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score... big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
This looks promising. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's a key interception. He's having a shot!
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Not the most accurate pass. Fagioli. Messi. Fagioli. And here's Oyarzabal. Decent chance! Messi plays it short, and that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Robertson. Caicedo. Out to the left it goes. He's in a great position here. Oyarzabal. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's through, now is he in? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Fagioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. Fagioli, he's having a go! Just off target.
Fagioli really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. Caicedo. Mikel Oyarzabal looking to add to his goal. So we've reached the hour mark. Jimenez. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Nice bit of trickery. Shot could be on. There's the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. It's a good foot in there. And now they can spring out of defence. This might spell danger. And the shot! There's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
An act of charity, gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, there's a genuine sense of tit for tat here, Peter. Neither side seems willing to back off here. This is a terrific watch.
And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. Well, what about it? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. Messi. Fagioli. Passing is crisp and sharp. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oyarzabal. Just about up to 75 minutes. Great defending, strong and determined. Caicedo. Now it's Oyarzabal. And it's Fagioli. Now it's Son Heung-min. Shot, surely! It's anyone's ball now. And somehow he managed to miss it.
Son Heung-min fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 2 then.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal 10.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. No, that's been intercepted. Spread it left. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Pinches it off him. And it's Robertson. Now it's Oyarzabal. Valverde. Now this could be a chance. It's a really well-measured ball. Good ball, good take. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Just eases him off the ball. Valverde. Now it's Oyarzabal. Messi. Now it's Valverde. Brilliantly cut out. He's picked his way. It's Son Heung-min! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's following up! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Mikel Oyarzabal picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still...
Barcelona are all smiles coming into this game. They've already secured their ticket to the promised land. This is effectively preparation for life in greener pastures. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
It is a super start. So far, so very good.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Oyarzabal. And he's had it nicked away. Over to the left. Played out to the left flank. Valverde kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Good ball, good take. There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's managed to gift it back. Messi. Real chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, it's a scoreline to raise the eyebrow. 1-0 to the underdogs. Now it's Oyarzabal. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Not the most accurate pass. Messi, he has found the way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Valverde. Half an hour played now. Picks out brilliant, takes a shot! Caicedo. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Son Heung-min, and that's gone loose. Caicedo. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Might be danger here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Out to the right. Oh, super ball. And the finish!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And it's made its way to him. Now can he... And he shoots! They've done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone. but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Barcelona ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. Here we go again. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Caicedo. Now it's Oyarzabal. Quality ball. No, that's been intercepted. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Son Heung-min. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he's surging through. Jimenez. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Oyarzabal. And he's forced to go back. And he cuts out the supply. Barcelona are 2 up early in the second half. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Played out wide. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Messi. And that has been cut short. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, shooting chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
It's a pretty loose pass. Here comes the cross. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Caicedo. He's tried one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Caicedo. The ball has bounced loose now. Gives it back. And he's in on goal. Big chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Barcelona have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nice bit of trickery. Now it's Oyarzabal. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He might be in here! Oyarzabal! Just off target.
Oyarzabal just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
That's a good ball out wide. Great ball, and he's in here, and the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And now he has two. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Distributed tidily. Good read, needed to be. Barcelona are coasting towards victory. Played out to the right, played back in. Oh, important interception. Now there's a fine ball. Shot, he's had a shot! Gets the shot away! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
This looks promising. He's in a great position here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And it's Robertson. Just eases him off the ball. And that will be it. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they... So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose... He's going for goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Hill, in with the challenge. Now it's Oyarzabal. Fagioli is onto this. Now it's Messi. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Axel Witsel is certainly a man known for his robustness. A great filter in the midfield, but also a very key player with those quick transitions. His game is well suited to countering with his passing and, of course, that physicality he can add.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Witsel. Foot in. Now it's Oyarzabal. Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Akanji. It's played through for him. He's onside! Oh, that's a key interception. And he's forced to go back. Rincon. Knocks it into space. Brian Hill has it in a wide position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Looking here to chip it through. Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oyarzabal is onto it in a flash. Blint. And it's Witsel. Spread out to the left. Messi. Fagioli. Witsel. He's on it. Can he get away? Akanji.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Caicedo. Throw in. Fagioli. Rincon. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Blint. Rincon. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Hill. That's been slipped through. And he's there to get it away. That's the throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Fagioli. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And it's Son Heung-min. Hill. Now it's Oyarzabal. And they're quick to get it back. Ball's played through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's managed to get free. Thinks about the shot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gets a good foot in there. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Not the most convincing of passes.
Habrá un minuto de
Robertson.
descuento.
Son Heung-min. And it's Fascioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. And it's Son Heung-min. And Robertson. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Messi. Now it's Valverde. Oh, there's a probing ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. Jimenez does really well to win the ball there. And it's made its way to him. Robertson, and he's been shifted off it. Akanji does well to get it back.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Stood up well to him there. And it's Messi. Caicedo. Out to the right. Back into the middle. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Rincon. Witsel. Can he get it through? Akanji. Now who's going to be first to this? Valverde.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Fascioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Fascioli. Caicedo. Opts for safety. Blint. Witsel. Blint. No, he refuses to take the bait. Now it's Oyarzabal. And he was quick to react. Rincon. Witsel. And it's Fascioli. Valverde. This is Jimenez. Akanji. Jimenez. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Messi. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Oyarzabal. And he's played it back.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That has been cut short.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And this is Son Heung-min. Blint. Rincon. It's Hill. Engages and forces him off the ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Over to the left. Cross needs to be good. Girona have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite...
Takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Some really good ball movement.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Messi. Valverde. Fagioli has it out wide and in space. And he's straight offside.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Witsel. Fagioli. Now try to spin that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I think all things...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. And here's Oyarzabal! Oh, crossbar! And that's been won straight back. And here's Oyarzabal. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Tries a shot! And it's Son Heung-min. Good ball, good... And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Messi. Barcelona are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Fagioli. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. The ball has bounced loose now. And hit Fagioli! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And he's been shifted off it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Fagioli cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Akanji. And Fagioli. Caicedo. Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal finds himself offside. Now it's Budimir. Budimir. Oh, he's burst through. Chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Budimir clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
So it's going to be another corner. And the keeper beats it away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Robertson. And it's Son Heung-min. Pinches it off him. Fagioli. Now Son Heung-min. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oh, good spread. And here's Messi. And it's Caicedo. Messi. And it's made its way to him. Rosier. Opts for safety. Ball's gone out of play. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And he's had it nicked away, spread it left. He's had it taken off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Oyarzabal. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Habrá un minuto descuento.
That'll be a throw-in. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Pressing high and with purpose. Caicedo and Son Heung-min, and it's Caicedo and it's Son Heung-min. Fagioli, and has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oyarzabal clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Fagioli being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against them here.
Pamplona finding their passes. And that has left him in a heap. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
So we've reached the hour mark. Robertson. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Distributed tidily. Oh, this is a... And the shot! He's scored! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
En el minuto 64, el dorsal 19.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Becker coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Caicedo gets a foot in here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Caicedo. Rosier. And here's Oyarzabal. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Jimenez turns back here, probably the best option. Passing is crisp and sharp. Just about up to 75 minutes. And Caicedo. Fagioli. And it's Caicedo. Played back in.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Driven forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Great defending, strong and determined. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Just eases him off the ball. Son Heung-min. Well, that pass isn't the best. Becker. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Pamplona could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And it's Messi. And here's Valverde. Fagioli picks it up out wide. Two minutes to be added on. Budimir. And that is that. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation. 100,000 plus in unison. And already we're underway here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best.
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now he's off and running. Not the most accurate pass. That is good alertness. Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Dardai. Son Heung-min has a look and plays it forward. Still goalless. Now it's Morishi. Valverde. Spread it left. Son Heung-min. And Fagioli. And that interception was most necessary. Morici. Nicely weighted ball. Face to face with the keeper. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shot at goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Fagioli. Well, that pass isn't the best. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Oyarzabal. Valverde receives it in a wide position. And here's Messi. Now this... Oyarzabal! Now who's going to be first to this? And that has been knocked clear. And here's Son Heung-min. Caicedo. He's in a great position here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Looking for options for movement. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Oyarzabal. Well, that has not gone well. Dardai. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oyarzabal is onto this. That's a good ball out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Jimenez. And it's Caicedo. 5 minutes till the break. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. It's a promising position, he's got away! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Son Heung-min. And it's Fagioli. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oh, that's a key interception. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Looking to play him in. Dardai. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Valverde. Valverde. And it's Caicedo. And Caicedo. Messi. Now it's Valverde. Morey spots it and intercepts. Ah, such a clever touch. And it's Caicedo. Good ball, good take. Caicedo. It's a really well-measured ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Picked out brilliantly.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Valverde. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Muriqi. Driving forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Gets a good foot in there. Fagioli. Now it's
La
Oyarzabal.
asistencia a este
Pitches it
partido
off him.
asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
Just about up to the hour now. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Now it's Messi. Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Messi. And it's Fagioli. Messi. Mallorca have reclaimed it. Son Heung-min. Played out wide. Valverde. And here's Messi. Now it's Fagioli. Shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. And it's Valverde. And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 2 then. Just eases him off the ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Oyarzabal. Fagioli. Lovely, now then.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Valverde kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's on it, can he get away? He's found a way through. Oh, good take in a good area. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Mojica looking to get on the end of this. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Mallorca making another change here. So the die is cast. It is time for Mr. Crash Bang Wallop.
Well, you can see he's very much a favourite, and with very good reason.
Jimenez. Fagioli. And it's made its way to him. And it's Caicedo. Played out to the right. They'll have one final crack at it. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Played out towards the right wing. Robertson does well to get it back. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. 90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Valverde. Now the delivery. Oh, that was vital. He's having a shot! Yes, he's done it! And surely that has won the day! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Mallorca, and that's that. Well, you can hear the analysis starting already, the intricate details and nuances being debated, and they will be for several days, but only one thing matters for